Namaste, myself Dr. K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University, Jaipur. My teaching subject Animal Diversity and Comparative Anatomy of the Vertebrates. And now we will discuss about the comparative account on the digestive system. The digestive system include the alimentary canal and the associated glands. And alimentary canals show the four distinct regions: ingressive zone, progressive zone, degressive zone and egressive zones. Each part of the alimentary canal is described below one by one in a sequence. The first is the mouth. Mouth is the anterior opening of the alimentary canal, which may be terminal, ventral or slightly dorsally directed. Lips are horny in fishes but fleshy and suctorial in mammals. Birds and turtles possess horny beak in place of lips. है ना? माउथ क्या है? एंटीरियर ओपनिंग है एलिमेंट्री कैनाल की. ठीक है, तो इसमें लिप्स हैं वो हॉर्नी है किसके अंदर? फिशेस के अंदर. लेकिन फ्लैशी और सेक्टोरियल किसमें? मैमल्स में. और बर्ड्स और टर्टल्स के अंदर बीक होती है लिप्स के अंदर. इसके बाद टीथ. टीथ्स आर हार्ड bony structure in the oral cavity that are variously modified to capture, tear, cut or grind food material before it is swallowed. Epidermal teeth are hard conified epidermal structure of rare occurrence as in the buccal funnel of cyclostomes and on the edge of the tadpole jaws. Some fishes are toothless, such as sturgeon, seahorse, pipefish, and other like lungfishes. Lungfishes and chimeria have teeth modified into crushing plate. Majority of the fish possess polyphyodont, acrodont, and homodont dentition suitable for seizing prey. In amphibians, the teeth are located on jaw bones, palatine and vomer bones and are polyphyodont. Tadpole lack true teeth and their jaw have horny epidermal ridges which are used to scrape algae on which they feed. Now the reptiles. Among reptiles, turtle lack teeth and have horny beak. In others, teeth are generally confined to jaw bones, but in snake and lizards may occur on palatine and pterygoid bones. Fangs of the snakes are modified upper maxillary teeth. Modern birds lack teeth, but Archaeopteryx had thecodont dentition, and so were the toothed birds. Mammals, as a rule, possess heterodont, diphodont, and thecodont dentition. However, some mammals lack teeth. Then third is the pharynx. Pharynx is the part of alimentary canal between oral cavity and esophagus and is primarily concerned with respiration. In fishes, pharynx exhibit paired gill pouches containing gill lamellae and gill slits opening to the exterior, whereas in terrestrial vertebrates, trachea open into the pharynx. Nasal passage open into the oral cavity in all other vertebrates except mammal and crocodiles, in which nasal passage open far backward into the pharynx, allowing the oral cavity to handle the food while breathing can go on uninterrupted. Okay. Then esophagus. Esophagus is a narrow tube that connects pharynx with the stomach and is generally as long as the length of the neck. It has no serous coat and inner mucosa bear longitudinal folds that give it enormous power of distension to allow large food to pass through it by peristalsis. Fish esophagus is very short, bearing longitudinal fold, but in bird and mammals it may be very long, as in giraffe, where it has to match the whole length of the neck. Now the stomach. Stomach is a muscular chamber, a series of chambers that serve for storage of the food swallowed, masticating and churning it into pulp by peristalsis, and secrete and mix certain digestive juice with it. In most of the fishes, stomach continue to be narrow and long to adjust inside the elongated body cavity, but in elasmobranchs it is G-shaped and measure about half the length of the entire digestive tract. Amphibians, urodoles have straight stomach with hardly any digestive function assigned to it, but in frog and toad, cardiac end is wide and pyloric is small. In reptiles, snake and lizards have elongated stomach that fit inside their elongated abdominal cavity, but in turtle the stomach is narrow U-shaped tube. Crocodile have highly specialized stomach that is highly curved. Except for the tortoise, digestive gland are strongly developed in the stomach of the reptiles. Bird stomach is modified greatly into a glandular, proventriculous and horny gizzard that is necessary to grind seed and other type of food that they need to swallow whole in the absence of the teeth. Now the mammals. In monotremes, stomach is sac-like but lack gland and is in ungulate and cetaceans. The gland occurs in pyloric portion only. Stomach is a large sac meant for accommodate large quantity of food that must be swallowed quickly when available before the arrival of predator and competitors. Ruminant mammals have a complex stomach having four parts, namely rumen, reticulum with horny comb-like rough lining, omasum and abomasum. Gastric juice is secreted by lining of the abomasum and pylorus for further digestion. Carnivore stomach is clearly divided into cardiac, funduc and pyloric portion, of which fundus always remain empty and accommodate the gas. The so-called hourglass stomach is found in primates and rodent, in which cardiac and pyloric part are divided by a constriction. Now the intestine. It is part of the alimentary canal between the stomach and the cloaca or anus and is primary site of the digestion and the absorption. Intestine of fish is short, wide and almost straight, although some teleosts possess a spirally twisted intestine. Lungfishes also have a cloacal cecum to increase the absorptive surface area. Bony fishes do not have a spiral wall but have many hollow finger-like pyloric ceci instead attached between pyloric stomach and the duodenum, which perform the same function of increasing the digestive area of the intestine. Amphibia. In limbless amphibian, intestine is almost straight and is not differentiated into small and large intestine. In urodale and anurans, small intestine is long and coiled, but large intestine is short and straight and separated from small intestine by ileocolic wall. In reptiles, intestine is small and elongated, coiled, uniform in diameter, and large intestine is almost straight. Ileocolic wall is present between the two portions. Birds. The length of the intestine in birds increases in the birds, but large intestine is short, straight and terminate into cloaca. Most of the birds possess one or two colic ceci that increase the absorptive surface of the intestine. Mammals. Intestine is more elaborate. Small intestine is divided into duodenum, jejunum and the ileum, and large intestine differentiated into the colon and the rectum. Jejunum is 8 feet long in men and have leaf-like large villi. Ilium is 12 feet long and have finger-like one body, while in herbivores it is 20 to 28 times the body length. In carnivores, including men, cecum is reduced and appendix rudimentary. Rectum is small and open to the exterior by anal opening, except in monotreme where there is a shallow cloaca. Now come on the liver. The main function of the liver is assimilation and treatment of food after it has been digested and absorbed in the intestine. New type of protein and fat are synthesized in the liver, but liver also produces bile juice that contain bile pigments. Feces, liver is large and lobed in the feces. Gallbladder is always present except in some sharks. In amphibians, liver is large for the body size, lobed with a gallbladder. In reptiles, there is no important deviation from amphibians in reptiles. In snake, there is a single elongated lobe. Gallbladder is always present in reptiles. Birds, liver is always lobed. Gallbladder is sometimes absent, as in pigeon, in which bile duct open directly. In mammals, there are many more variations in the mammals as compared to other groups. There are two main lobes which are subdivided into as many as 6 to 7 sublobes. Gallbladder is generally absent in those whose diet does not include much fat. इसके बाद आता है पेनक्रियाज. पेनक्रियाज सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट डाइजेस्टिव ग्लैंड अराइज फ्रॉम द एंडोडर्म ऑफ embryonic gut, can be divided into head, body and the tail portion that lie in the loop of the duodenum. It performs both exocrine and endocrine function. The former contribute 99% of the secretion that are responsible for digestion of the protein, fat, carbohydrates in the small intestine. In cartilaginous fish have two-lobed, well-defined pancreas that has a single duct. In lungfish and some teleost, pancreas is diffused and its endocrine portion is separated. Amphibian, reptile and the aves, there is no noteworthy feature in this group. There is a well-developed pancreas with one or several ducts which may open in the duodenum either directly or may join the bile duct. Mammals, generally two pancreatic ducts are present in the mammals. Both ducts are functional in horse and the dog. When bile duct join the pancreatic duct, there is a sphincter of Boyden at the junction. A small sac-like hepatopancreatic ampulla or water is found in men in which bile duct and pancreatic duct open. So this is all about the comparative account of the digestive system between the fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and the mammals. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University, Jaipur. Thank you very much.